in the public record, person can find your kid's name and all of that shit. That same logic would apply for anyone that's doxing a person.
I would think so. I would think so, Joe, and that's why a level of discretion has to be, you have to be mindful of it, right? And I think for the first time in my ventures against others, and their indiscretions, I did it with a tack that I haven't used before, and for a good purpose. You know what I mean? And we'll continue to do that.
He brings up a good point, man. Probably wouldn't dox a nigga participate in that shit, right? He's guilty because the rat's nest.
Unless it was Sancho.
No, Justin says the child support is just beginning of Paulie's problem.
But it's funny because actually I believe that there's word that Paulie may or may not be connected to the doxing of that dude that owns all the planes and hangars and shit that used to hang out on News New England's. If anyone has any info on that, please email me, libertybirdcra@gmail.com.
I got info on that shit this morning, Bird, which I'm not going to share with you because I don't want to hurt Paulie.
Well, whoever reached out to Joe, if you want it exposed, you just reach out to me. That's why you sent it, right? Right? Joe's got a silent mouth, dude, but I got a fucking loud one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm just having fun, Joe, and this is the best part, is that there's a time for peace, there's a time for war, there's a time for silence, there's a time to speak, there's a time to root, there's a time to sow. Mm-hmm. And guess what, Joe? Right now, I've already uprooted everything, and I've sown some seeds. And so therefore, it is my time for peace and silence. And when they fuck up, I will escalate at that point and find my time for speaking and war. But until then, I'm just going to kick back and, enjoy my life the way I have been.
Yeah.
No, Justice says, Joe, Paulie let Bucket Boy say N&E's phone number out on his live stream.
I know y'all know that.
Well, the best part is everything I'm doing is right here in the public eye for your scrutiny. And by Paulie's own admission, everything that he's doing is not going to be under the public view or scrutiny because he's doing it behind the scenes because he doesn't want his character to be assassinated for his actions.
Right. He wants to assassinate everybody else's character.
Yep.
Correct.
And say that their show's
spot on there.
And he's drawn all of the support from the guy that he continuously sets up with people like Teresa R. or Paige V. It's great.
Justice says that he's basically saying that Paulie is willing to let N&E be doxed, let Brian be doxed. That's interesting. I know they don't get along.
Paulie played the Brian string that doxed Brian. So did fucking Drew. Drew's trying to play all high and mighty, but let's not forget that Andrew didn't just dox the fucking house of News New England's child, but he also doxed the house of every grandchild that that family has by exposing the grandparents in the Philippines. Congratulations, you piece of shit. You've taken it further than anybody.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Man, that's fucking lower dirt shit right there.
I'm trying to turn around, man. I'm going to back him on that.
He's doing a horrible job.
He just started for us.
Oh, yeah, and he's fucking doxing his children, like, especially Victoria,
The fact that
his young daughter is in gymnastics.
Information from the other day. I have receipts for that, too.
I got to get something out of my trunk. Give me a second.
Keep playing, Drew. Keep playing. It's okay, because I got
fucking
too,
people
bro.
say,
So you
hey, did you guys see Kane going on Cyrix last night? Wow.
Oh,
they said him talking to a person claiming to be 14.
To me, it doesn't matter, man. Like, this is what it boils down to. At this point, I've taken account for everything that I've had to take account for, so I have nothing to fucking...
I remember one time with Cyrix and Jenny for the block butted heads, but now they're cool.
There's nothing on there that you're going to find outside of what I've already told you. So congratulations, you're fucked.
I have a criminal record.
Well, the funny thing is that when they dig into mine, they don't even have shit.
Right.
Why? Probably because you're not looking far enough back. Well, you got to look further back, right? You got to go fucking 2 decades, and that becomes a lot harder, right? You got to start really digging in.
Hey, it's Glenn. What's up, Glenn?
So has anything happened with the... What's up, buddy?
What's up, bud?
Has anything happened with that other situation with the Raquel thing?
What? The part where Andrew protected her after getting catfished by her fucking years before everybody else did? Or like how he took her side when Glenn was like, hey, I'm being fucked over here? Like, let's see. Should we look at how he took Emo's side when things were fucking off? I mean...
Yep. You mean when we went after Emo and started making fun of him because of his antics? And
the funniest thing about
he always defends the scammers. Why is that?
The funniest thing about Drew is that he had no successes, dude, in the YouTube realm before me, and he hasn't had any sense. That's the best part, right?
Hey, I got
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Hey, Joe, am I wrong?
Hold on, I got multiple sirens. I gotta take a scan.
Okay.
Go get him.
Joe doesn't want to admit it,
No, he doesn't.
but everybody else sees it, and that's the best part.
What's up, Glenn? How you doing?
Anarchist, like the one time you jumped on the wagon for with Karen 411.
Get a new mic?
No, I got a new headset.
Yeah, you sound 1,000,000 times better.
What are you talking about, Taco Josh? What new low did I present? I presented no new low. Right? Like, you're not going to blame me.
Green Sour says, what the hell does YouTube
indiscretion
mean for this particular bloody so-called community?
You can ultimately fucking, link fucking whatever to whoever, but I'm on some, that's not my fault. That's Paulie's fault. Don't be blaming me for that, and don't get mad at me that Paulie asked me to provide it.
Well, yeah. That's the cute part. That's the cute part, is they
the
challenge and they
part.
go, he's got no proof, blah, 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 blah. Well, no, we were just looking for you
this
to
is the
admit
thing,
it.
dude.
No, just
I've been taking it on the chin for how many months?
Now on, there's a new rule. If somebody accuses you of something, you don't get to call them a liar, and then later
Sar's kind of slow,
cry
so I don't know what they were trying to
liar,
do.
right?
No, Justice says, Paulie does no wrong to people's size.
Or you don't.
Or say, I don't answer questions. But you don't get to then call them a liar later on.
I mean, how about we just take the child support out of it, dude? How about you just go with the fact that if you got no job and you have nothing better to do and your kid's in the same city as you, why don't you spend some time helping out and doing parental things? Instead of hanging out on YouTube trying to fucking go after fucking people's personalities and or fucking indiscretions for your financial gain. How about that? By the way, a financial gain that you're not utilizing to take care of the very fucking things that are supposed to be important to you.
Yeah.
That you claim are important to you. Instead you're buying fucking computers. That's not a new low, Taco. Sorry, bro. But you can blame fucking Paulie for his indiscretions leading to his child's fucking, information being wherever it is.
Yeah, I mean, fucking all Paulie wants to do is fucking do live panels and streams. And all he wants to do is eBay for fucking donations.
You're all beautiful examples of your children.
There you go.
I'm not denigrating anybody.
Why don't you concentrate on being successful outside of YouTube and mean stop lowering yourself just to grade somebody? You're all beautiful examples of your own children.
I'm not the news guy anymore, but I hope I go back to doing the news.
I presented it as news.
Everybody else has to understand who the king is. Good.
I presented it as news.
Taco's talking me.
No, it is a new low. All this family crap is getting low.
What do you mean it's not family crap?
Yeah, well, how is me
family
talking
crap.
about his indiscretions family crap?
It is.
So, for instance,
going into his
Taco, tomorrow, if we found out that you sexually had a thing happen with someone who was not legal, and
News Now Houston.
You were charged.
Is it going after his family for saying that he victimized or potentially victimized his children and his bonds being revoked? Is that an issue? Because I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, people aren't going after his kids or his family. They're going after his indiscretions. And the same applies to Paulie Crispy. I'm sorry that you like the guy, and it makes it hard to accept the fact that he's just been proven a liar. And it's hard to accept the fact that he really is a deadbeat, and it's, fucking well documented. I know that it's hard to believe that he continues to push different narratives, just like on D-Bands. He says, this is the first I'm hearing about this. And then now today's narrative is, I told her to, make this official, but he had no knowledge of it, But he talks to his kid every day, which means he's got a call over there, which means she's probably answering the phone, but yet he has no idea that it's happening. Things don't add up, Taco. And when fucking 1 and 1 no longer equals 2, it's good fucking knowledge to know that you're probably not exercising basic math.
I like you, dude. I do. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to come at you, but I want to explain something to you. When these panels started a while ago, they became, the community became like a First Amendment thing, right? And so we all did this. That's been, for me, for Bird, it's been almost 2 years. For me, it's been since February 6th of last year, however long that is. I think 15
Well,
months.
let's just ask this question, Taco. How long do I let him continue until I slap him down?
Right. See, this what it is I don't think you quite understand what freedom is. Freedom is for you to be able to do whatever you want, so long as you're not hurting me. But it also allows me to do whatever I want, so long as I'm not hurting you. And your feelings don't matter, and that's the rules. And if nobody likes that, then they need to stop doing bad shit. That's just the way it goes.
You know, there's just a morality to it too. You guys are just missing that point. You know, leaving family stuff.
Really. So them going after creating 5 to 10 different narratives, Taco. 5 to 10 different narratives around the Beanie situation. The current one is that I was trying to cheat on my wife while she was pregnant now, right? Even though she's just recently pregnant, right? After the reconcile and everything's going good, right?
Calling all the people over there, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Well, absolutely. But we're changing the narrative constantly, right? So them attacking my wife, like my wife isn't fucking, upset enough about the fact that things have transpired the way that they had, but now she gets to deal with them dudes consistently promoting it and rubbing it in my face and or her face consistently, okay, for the last how many months? The calls that she has gotten and received on behalf of Paulie Crispy, word for word on other people's shit is, don't fuck with Paulie Crispy, blah, 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 we'll continue to harass you and your family. You know what I mean? Like, how sick do you think my old lady is of that shit? And now you're going to get on me about the fact that I redacted information of someone's personal information and or their family's information, including their personal address, when in fact I could have just aired it all as public record as it stood. And he did. He absolutely asked for it. 100% asked me to provide it, and I was happy to. Where is the issue here? I doxed nobody. Paul has doxed his own name by attaching it to his PayPal, and if not, Turtle Boy handled it for him, right? So how am I responsible for Paul Foltz being Paul Foltz on YouTube when in fact Paul Foltz made himself Paul Foltz on YouTube under the alias of Paulie Crispy? Explain it to me how I'm responsible for his actions that have led to the very document that I was able to pull, right, through the use of fucking and help of others, right?
Well, we used to just sit over here and do the news and minded our own business. We didn't even talk about Paulie. I promoted his shows, I guess.
I haven't even looked into him. I've talked a little shit, and I've kept it radio wars. I've kept it friendly, and these motherfuckers have consistently attacked me and my family for the last fucking 3 months, and by his own admissions, inadvertently. And that's the best part, is that you can say, but I like the guy. But here's the thing. That likable guy hasn't just done these things to me, he's done them to others. Okay? And he's consistently doing these things and thinking that there's no recourse. You cannot fling shit and expect not to get some on your hand.
And when I've seen it happen, I've called him out on it.
Absolutely.
I don't like it.
And Taco,
I don't like it anywhere.
Absolutely. I mean, you talked about it. And what did you say? No, Bird, just be good and lay low and fucking take it on the chin. And guess what I did? How long ago was that conversation, Taco, that me and you had about that? How long have I been taking it on the chin? How many streams will they promote? How many times will they try to slander and bash my name with misinformation and bullshit narratives that aren't fucking factual or actual whatsoever, like they claim I do, but yet they don't have any receipts of me doing it, right, to them. They only fucking promote it, and I have receipts of them doing it to me. So where's any of this make any sense to anybody?
What we're saying, Taco, is maybe you're not paying close enough attention, but they're a bunch of scripting, scamming, piece of shit liars, and we are activists who will not tolerate this type of behavior, whether it be from the government or private citizens.
On the contrary, Jen, I have tolerated it. I have patiently tolerated it.
Right.
And then as soon as I was able to fucking put my finger on it, and that motherfucker blew his load by fucking, making calls on behalf of Paulie Crispy, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as that happened, it was all over with, right? It was all over with. I was like, fuck it. Like, if I'm going to continuously get these calls, and now motherfuckers are going to fucking be telling me that I better quit talking about Paulie or it's going to get worse, well, guess what? Like, I don't take kindly to threats. Just like Paulie's threat that I'm going to have a terrible month, I guarantee you this month, Paulie. Whatever I experience this month that is in a negative fashion, you will experience 7 times fold, and I probably won't even have to do it myself.
This will last decades.
I'm just saying. And Taco, this is the best part. I haven't gone low.
All they got to do is keep their mouth shut, not purposely go live because they can't go to work when I go. Like, So I go live today. Dom goes live.
You know what would be low at me?
So if they think it's funny, then we're going to play fun games. It's going to be funny.
What would be low at me is if I did reach out like they have done to me, and I reached out to his XO lady like they reached out to my wife.
No,
right?
10th man's going to do an
and I guarantee when I talk to her,
that's what 10th man does.
But no, we'll just play the one clip of Paulie saying, I talk to my daughter every night, and then we'll hear how the fucking ex is going to be like, yeah, he doesn't call her.
Yep.
Like, very rarely if he does. He's always on YouTube. Right? Like, when does he have time to call her at night or before she goes to bed if he's fucking on somebody's fucking panel 24/7? You know what I mean? How come he's not participating in